Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. In our previous lecture, we talked about coordinating conjunctions and correlative conjunctions. Now, today, inshallah rahman, we will discuss about subordinating conjunctions. First of all, I will tell you that what are subordinating conjunctions. My dear students, subordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions that join an independent clause with their dependent clause. Here I will tell you that what is an independent clause and what is a dependent clause. My dear students, an independent clause is a class that actually gives us a complete thought, that is a complete sentence by itself. It does not need any other clause for its existence. As far as this dependent clause is concerned, it has a subject and verb combination, but it does not give a complete thought by itself. It is dependent on independent clause for the complete thought. So this is the difference between independent and dependent clause. So what are subordinating conjunctions? These are also called subordinators, and the subordinating conjunction is join an independent class with a dependent class. My dear students, here I will tell you some punctuation rules for subordinating conjunctions or subordinators. Look here, my dear students. Punctuation rules for subordinating conjunctions. First rule, uh, subordinate conjunction. First, if there come a subordinate conjunction or subordinator, then dependent class. After the dependent class, you have to put a comma, then independent class. For example, if you don't want to go to the market, if this is a subordinator, this is a subordinating conjunction, you don't want to go to the market, this is a dependent class, and after that you have to put a comma. Then you can study at home, this is an independent class. Okay, now the first rule is subordinate conjunction plus dependent class. After the dependent class, you have to put a comma, then independent class. My dear students, rule number second, if independent class comes first, after that put a subordinating conjunction or subordinator, then dependent class. No comma is used, no comma is used at all. Okay, for example, you can study at home, this is an independent class, you can study at home. Why this is an independent class? Because it actually gives us a complete thought. It does not need any class, any other class for its existence. Here, if this is a subordinating conjunction or a subordinator, you don't want to go to the market. If you don't want to go to the market, this is a dependent class. Okay. Now, look here, my dear students. Subordinating conjunctions are classified according to their meaning. So there are number of subordinating conjunctions. These subordinating conjunctions are actually classified according to their meanings. The most common subordinating conjunctions categories are as follows. On the basis of time, these are the subordinating conjunctions. After, as soon as long as, before, until, till, since, when, where, whenever, and while. As far as on the basis of concession, although, though, and even though, these are subordinators. On the basis of comparison, whether, whereas, as much as, than, rather than. These on the basis of comparison, these are subordinators. Subordinators on the basis of condition, if, provided that, in case, only if, unless, assuming that. On the basis of reason, as, in order that, since, because, so that, and that. On the basis of place, subordinating conjunctions, where and wherever. Now, let us discuss these subordinating conjunctions on the basis of time. Now, I will give you examples of all the subordinators so that it will become very easy for you to understand this. After. After means ke baad. For example, I went to office after I finished the housework. Another subordinating conjunction on the basis of time, as soon as, jaise he. As soon as, jaise he, the alarm goes off, I hit the snooze button. Look here, my dear students. As soon as, this is a subordinating conjunction, then as the alarm goes up, dependent clause. Here you have to put comma, because I told you that after the dependent clause you have to put a comma, and after that you have to write down the independent clause. So as soon as, jaise he, as soon as the alarm goes off, comma, I hit the snooze button. Another subordinating conjunction on the basis of time, as long as, jab tak. As long as means jab tak. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do as long as you don't disturb me. Okay. Before, pehle. Brush your teeth before you go to bed. Until and till. Until means jab tak. Till means tak. Just wait here till or until I come back. Here this is a subordinating conjunction on the basis of time. Since jab say it is so long since I saw them. Okay. When jab she was in a bad car accident when she was young. जब वो जवान थी. Okay. Whenever, जब कभी, whenever I hear the song, जब कभी मैं ये गाना सुनता हूँ, I think of her. Okay. While, जब तक no one left the cinema, while जब तक the movie was on, जब तक कि मूवी नहीं चली. ठीक है. Okay. Now subordinating conjunctions on the basis of concession. First, here I will tell you that, my dear students, concession means contrast. When two thoughts are different or opposite, there we use these subordinating conjunctions on the basis of concession, where there's a contrast or when there are two opposite thoughts. Okay, these are although, though, and even though. Here, my dear students, although means हालांकि. Although I was feeling sleepy, comma, I went out with my friends. My dear students, there are two opposite thoughts or two different thoughts. Although I was feeling sleepy, I went out with my friend. Okay. Here this is a subordinating conjunction, then dependent clause. After that I can put the comma here, then independent clause. Though also means halanki. Though it was raining, I told you that these subordinators on the basis of conjunction, this concession, that's although, though, and even though, these are used when two thoughts are different or opposite. Though it was raining, okay, he went out. So there are two opposite thoughts. Even though also means halanki. She purchased a small house even though halanki she had a big house. Here, my dear students, you have to remember that although is more formal than though. This is more formal than though, and this even though puts stronger emphasis on the contrast between the two clauses it connects as compared to though and although. Okay. Now let's move towards another subordinators now. Category on the basis of subordinators on the basis of comparison. My dear students, here comparison, it means that between two choices one is selected. Whether कि क्या, you must decide whether you will go by car or by bus. Here there are two choices, car or by bus, and you have to select one. That's why this is a subordinator on the basis of comparison. Whereas jabki Raj is tall, whereas jabki his brother is short. Okay. As much as jitna, he can eat as much as you. Okay. Then say he's stronger than his brother. Rather than bajai, I will love to have coffee. Okay. Rather than tea. किसके बजाय? टी के बजाय. Okay. Then on the basis of condition, if agar, if he does not change his attitude, if is there a subordinator or subordinating conjunction, he will lose his job. He will lose his job. Okay. Provided that basharte ke you can go out to play outside, provided that you finish your homework first. Okay. On the basis of condition, you can go out to play outside. कंडीशन क्या है? प्रोवाइडेड दैट क्या कंडीशन है? यू फिनिश योर होमवर्क फर्स्ट. जैसे यहाँ पे इफ ही डज नॉट चेंज हिज एटीट्यूड, ही विल लॉस द जॉब. सो कंडीशन है कि उसको अपना एटीट्यूड चेंज करना है. ठीक है. इन केस आई विल टेक कैश इन केस वी नीड इट ऑन द ferry. Only if you can be successful. Only if you study hard. Unless you ask her, you will never know. ठीक है. Assuming that I hope to go to college next year. Assuming that I pass my exam. So these were all subordinators. If, provided that, in case, only if, unless, assuming that, on the basis of condition. Okay. Now on the basis of reason, their subordinates are divided on the basis of reason here. As क्योंकि as he was poor I helped him. क्योंकि वो poor था, गरीब था, I helped him, मैंने उसकी मदद की. This is on the basis of reason. In order that, जैसे कि do exercise in order that your health may improve. Your health may improve. Since क्योंकि since we have got a few minutes to wait for the train, okay, let's have a cup of coffee. Very easy. Here this is the subordinator. Because क्योंकि I love my friend's artwork. Because क्योंकि he uses color so brilliantly. क्योंकि वो बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से colors का इस्तेमाल करता है. So that जिससे कि he earns so that जिससे कि we may live happily. हम खुशी से रहे. That कि he was annoyed that he was contradicted. Now last, on the basis of place, where and wherever. These are subordinators on the basis of place. Where जहाँ. He was hidden the treasure. He has hidden the treasure. खजाना छुपाया है. उसने खजाना छुपाया है. Where जहाँ no one will find it. कोई उसको ढूंढ ना पाए. Wherever जहाँ कहीं भी. You should have whole grain cereals for breakfast wherever that is possible. You should have whole grain cereals for breakfast wherever there is possible. So here these two subordinators are on the basis of place. So these were all about subordinating conjunctions. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.